Due to technical difficulties, we have become enlightened. So we have to get on with the consciousness. Rikshanto ikya nasi en devish nakto isa kerim kia no kacha. Lip nen raknon kacha deven om kisha devancha. Cariono proshon devren da kachi nova. Kancha devenoshu tu cremo. Kanjan levish nektrish nom kiara krusho visha. Benche no brancha. What is within you is greater than what is outside. What is in you is the very presence and power and awareness that is the consciousness itself. It is already part of what you are. It becomes a matter of being able to know that beyond the intellectual persuasions of other. The consciousness is not a belief, it is an actuality of existence. And the sooner you can realize that lies within you, the better your life becomes, and you proceed in transformation. The consciousness is about transformation, change, changing the way the whole of the human race thrives in its own separate existence. For the truth in consciousness is there is no separation. There is no other. It is only this. To realize that is so important for the next step for the human being to take. Is the step that you are taking in this very moment as you listen to the words of consciousness, of presence, of knowing that one begins to realize from the very beginning of hearing about consciousness, it is activated. It starts the process of eliminating the obstacles, the beliefs, the concepts, and the conditioning. You begin to realize that you can live unconditionally in presence and being, powerful awareness that is healing to the body and healing to the mind, transforming one's whole reality of existence. We live in two realities. We live in the reality of consensus reality, conditional beliefs and concepts. But the truth of all is the reality that is the consciousness itself. To recognize this moment by moment is an adventure of becoming. Been long on its way. It is not something that just suddenly arrived. It has been developing over time, all the way through humanity. Particle by particle, molecule by molecule, atom by atom, slowly making its way to the forefront. In awakening the experience, Ishvara came forth, speaking the truth in knowing and allowing that the body could contain the higher presence that is the consciousness itself, and on purpose. It was to lay aside the past, the physical beliefs and concepts and conditioning that had taken place throughout that life. With the awakening and the awareness of Ishvara coming forth as consciousness, it was on purpose. The intention was to awaken humanity to its higher potential, a potential that is already there, simply waiting to be acknowledged. So the acknowledgement of consciousness within yourself is the most important step. Not to look out, but to look in, to allow transformation to take place. Fear not what will change, for all that is useful in your life serves the consciousness. All that is belief and concept and conditioning of the past is just there, but one moves beyond it. It has no power, no influence, cannot affect you in any way when you know you as yourself, the consciousness. So it is like a giant leap for humanity. But it is a small step, actually. It's simply one moment of awakening, of awareness, of acceptance. To accept what you are already is the process. To know already that it is you. To know that you are a transformed being. We could say the new human, an old term, but it's true. The consciousness presents the new human. That is the transformation of humanity, of societies, of continents, of governments, of systems and structures, and all those things that do not align themselves in the consciousness in a oneness of progress will fall away. Those that are opposite, resistant, outside, through beliefs and concepts and conditioning fall away. They have no power. The consciousness is all powerful once it awakens within you. It transforms the whole way you function in the world, the way you look at things, the way you participate with things, the way you communicate with things. So be aware. Change is afoot. Transformation is taking place. We are rapidly evolving because of the outside conditions around us. The chaos and the outside forces a deepening in awareness as consciousness, where it says that is not the way of life. The way of life is the very presence of consciousness in every moment, every activity, every thought, every awareness. You participate as life itself, as the new human in this world. And that changes the face of the world. It changes what is taking place, moves things into place to allow for a greater transformation, where the very presence of the new human is here now. Recognize it within yourself. See it in other faces around you. And what you can see in others, you assist it in coming forth. So therefore, I see in you the consciousness, and it must come forth because it is seen, it is acknowledged. That's what it takes, to acknowledge the higher presence of this transformation, to allow the awakening to take place. The very body must awaken to its higher potential, to its greater possibilities, to its greater power. Realize it within yourself. Embrace it, allow it, encourage it, look for it. Look for it in others. And when you see, when you look, you realize it is the same thing. Humanity is one, is not separate individuals, nationalities, colors, identities, anything. That's all just the trappings. It's outside. The inside is the consciousness, the new human, shaping its world around it in a way that is connected to the progressive transformation that must take place for this planet to survive. So the issue is survival. The consciousness is the way. Take it upon yourself to know that, to impress that on those around you, not forcefully, but allowingly, lovingly, compassionately. And when you see that in face, you know it's a reflection of what you are, moment by moment. So we say, well, get on with it, be it, embrace it, express it, experience it, encourage it, live it moment by moment. That is the way of the consciousness.
Jochen says, sorry, the connection is just too bad. I'll try to see the recording later. Thank you, Ishvara.
Oh, sorry about that. We've been having some technical difficulties.
Slava says, a needed message. Thank you, Ishvara.
You're welcome. Thank you for being with us today. And thank you for your love and support.